Today, I have not gone back into Tennessee. I am actually in a spot right on the border of Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama, where all three of those states meet. Adam the Woo himself has actually been to this location. He did a video on this back in 2014. I will link that video in the description below if you want to go back and check it out. I wanted to see this location for myself, so I made the trek, hike through the woods, so that we could visit the location and talk about the grisly murders that happened right here in Corpsewood Manor. When you first arrive here at the trail, you're going to pull off of the gravel road, Black Springs. There's this driveway. You know you made it if you see these two rocks right here. You see this one has a large CW painted on the top of it, and actually this one over here does as well. CW for Corpsewood. Once you get to these rocks, there's a place to park your car, and you proceed down this driveway. So I think it's important to mention that this road that I am walking up right now is called Dead Horse Road. The reason why it's called Dead Horse Road, they actually surveyed this land. As they were surveying it, they found a dead horse. This is Dead Horse Road that we're walking up now. I could have sworn I just heard somebody moving over here in the woods, and like it almost was like out of the corner of my eye I saw something move, and I could hear brush moving as well, like someone was walking. As I said, today we're at Corpsewood Manor. We're going to go through the gazebo that you see still standing here behind me, check out what's left of the property, and talk about what happened here on this spot many years ago. This is what's left of the gazebo. Now, this would have been sitting out front of their house. While I was researching this topic, I found a lot of pictures to go along with it. You can see the gazebo here right out front of the house. You would have had to walk into the gazebo. Undoubtedly there would have been a door. There was a couple of feet of space between the door and the gazebo, but there was a platform that covered it so you could walk out onto the gazebo from the upper deck. Here's the front wall, and there's a lot of bricks. There's a lot of bricks that's fallen. That's everywhere. Here is a door frame right here below our feet that we actually have to step over. And it looks like the wall was 2 layers thick, the brick wall, and it looks like this that we see down here looks like may have been the outer layer. And then once you come onto the property, you can't really see what was over here in this area because it's so grown up with foliage. After filming this, I found this picture online showing that that area is actually where they had a bedroom set up. There was something round here in the middle, which I am going to assume, and I am almost pretty positive, that this was a staircase, that this was a round staircase that led to an upper deck, possibly even a basement down here below us. And I was right. You can see the staircase here that was located there, spiraling up to the second deck. You can see here, this is the back side of the gazebo. The bricks, which would have entered into the house, are have broken off there. The platform for the second deck would have connected the gazebo to the house right where those bricks were broken. Now, one thing that I do know is that the mansion wasn't very big as far as you can tell. You see, this was their front wall, but right here should have been their back wall. This photo was taken in 1977 after the house was completed. Here's another area over here on this side, which appears that had a window or something to that end at one time. Turns out this room was also a bedroom. You can see that hole in the wall there in all of the pictures. There's two of these buildings standing. One of them was an outhouse. The other was a well room. It's hard to know which one is which, but I'm gonna assume that this one, being the smaller of the two, was the outhouse. It just looks like an outhouse to me. Very large spider webs in the door. I'm gonna assume that this was the outhouse here, and that this larger one here was the well. You can't tell by the picture, but I really think the smaller one is the outhouse, which provided all their water into their home. There's a big pipe there in the middle. It actually appears that people have come and stayed inside of this building. They are much braver than I. I don't know that I could do the night out here. I just don't know. It's absolutely horrible what happened here, though. We're going to start this story off in 1977. In 1977, this mansion, Corpsewood, was built by hand by a guy named Dr. Charles Scudder. He was a retired professor from a university in Chicago. Mr. Scudder was gay, and this mansion served as his dream home, away from everyone, away from any ridicule or from any public. It was different back then in 1977. Homosexuality was not as accepted as it is today. This was their dream home for Mr. Scudder and his partner, Joey Odom. They lived here, secluded from everywhere else, from 1977 until 1982, where the couple, along with two dogs, two bull mastiffs,
to hear my song, so I'm humming to myself,
were here in their home when two guys that knew them, and their names were Avery Brock and Tony West. They came with the intent to rob them. It went bad, and they wound up murdering Dr. Scudder and his partner, Joey. There was a very large trial that took place. It was fueled by the local media. There were reports that Dr. Scudder and Joey were Evil Dead worshipers. By the people that knew him in the community, that wasn't the case. Many locals around this area, people still live up and down this gravel road, and many of those locals still refer to this area where I'm standing right now as the Devil Worshippers Mountain. And they claim if you take a brick from this property, you will be cursed for life. I will not be taking a brick from the property today or anything else. So there's a lot of stories that have come from this place. And yes, believe it or not, this place was actually called Corpsewood Manor before the gentlemen were murdered. There really is an eerie feeling in these woods. Like you almost get the sense that somebody's out here with you, somebody's watching you. I'm pretty sure that there's no one else out here, but I can't explain it. It's very hard to explain. It's like something just doesn't feel right. That is all that is still remaining here at Corpsewood. But we're gonna head back out the trail, back towards the car. I knew 4 years ago when I saw Adam the Woo's episode right here that I was going to come see this place. That is going to conclude our story for today. The murders at Corpsewood Manor. I am almost back to my vehicle. That means our journey for today is complete. So I'm gonna end this one now. I want to, almost fell. I want to thank you all for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow. I hope you have a great night.
I got the words, I got the tune. I've been rehearsing under the moon, but I got nobody to hear my song, so I'm humming to myself. I got the place, I got the time, I got a lot of love, words that rhyme, but I got nobody to hear my song, so I'm humming to myself. I guess it just had to be. Won't someone listen to me?